pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen going to go to the air right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense is expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And to put a bow on it, next-gen stats saying that traveled an even 60s. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Colts are going to have it first. The Colts at 1-0 on the year following. One, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a room to maneuver. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 16. Allen. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Well, certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
going to go on 4th down. They're going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. But I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to run that. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Take it in at the 3.
The Colts take over a 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Room here to run. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 218 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now a handoff looking right. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. They'll run here on third and goal. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put them just a few yards short of the goal line, but fourth down coming up. They'll try and run for it. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on fourth and goal at the 3. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got driven backwards for a safety.
This is taken at about the 14. They'll start the drive with Wilson. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They find some open field here. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Hard to imagine a quarterback like this would be available in a trade. I mean, what an impact he's going to have.
And you know exactly why they went out and got him. They want to win and win big, and he provides that opportunity for them.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Alert, alert, alert! 56, 56!
Here's Allen to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled? You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Jackson here is going to look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll go option on second down, right side. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Falcons.
Regular. 56.
In motion, Hill. And now they'll throw with Allen. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards.
And the Falcons have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Alert!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Alert!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen going up top. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
It's a gain of 10. And the Falcons first down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 25 yards to the house.
And the Falcons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue.
The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has... On second down, they'll run it here. And a short gain down to about the 33. They got to get to the 23 here on third. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's going to take another shot here. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. 73 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys